butchery begins. There we go. Deny them everything and take what is left. That's the plan. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, J Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Since our college tour is over, having hit all the major sites, I said, well, you know what? For some reason, there isn't really a college that touches blue. And we haven't really taken a look at very many. Well, there's a little bit of blue. There's Prismari, but not so much. I really focused on red with that one, and I wanted to see some blue cards because there's definitely some good blue cards in Strixhaven, and I wanted to bring that out. Okay. So I came up with some jank ideas, man. I haven't done a deck like this in a long time. The old version of this used to be called Demons Dreams. Very solid deck. Go check it out. It's an old one. Oldie but a goodie. But this one, I call it Sweet Suffering. Because with this one, I'm basically hunting meta decks. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm going to try to hunt. I'm going to be the Batman of Arena right now. And it's only one man trying to make a difference. But I'm going to go find ultimatum decks and meta decks, and I'm going to hunt them down. Bring in some Sweet Suffering, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. I'm just doing it for the lulz, man. I'm just doing it for the memes. Is this deck A1? Well, it can be, in the right circumstances. But it sure is fun, and it sure is janky, and it sure can make people aggravated. And, you know, it's different. It's different, guys, and that's really the idea. Just want to do something different. So, before we get started, of course, I'm going to ask you a special question, or a special request, rather. Tenderly press that like button. Gently press that subscribe button. Because if you don't, well, the like and subscribe will come and get you. That is a YouTube werewolf. Join us on a stream every night, twitch.tv/thatvillainj, for all the live streaming goodness. If you can't get enough Villainy to life, you can check out our Discord. And by popular demand, AetherHub account is up and running. So check out all those links in the description. So, we're looking at Dimir, and believe it or not, I know everyone is surprised. Dimir is more than Dimir Rogues. I know that's all it's been played for a while, but I used to love Dimir. It used to be my go-to color, back when we called it Bruise. What we have here generally is an unblockable denial deck. So let's take a look. Ghostly Pilferer, love it. When it becomes untapped, you may pay 2 if you do draw a card. Extra card draw almost every turn for a little mana. When any opponent casts a spell from other than their hand, draw a card. That means if they're casting a spell from exile, meaning that if they're playing any foretell card, you will be able to draw a card with Ghostly Pilferer, and then you can discard a card, and he can't be blocked until the end of turn. Very nice to swoop through there. Reject. This is a great Strixhaven card because counter target creature or planeswalker spell unless it pays 3. So these are for their certain cards called Ugin, something like that, or those big boys that you just want to get out there. Generally speaking, if they're ramping to something big, a planeswalker, something like that, hit them with the Ashiok. If they're coming in with Ashiok, they're coming in with somebody major, the Liliana, they really want to get them out, they get completely exiled. Unless they pay them money. So this is a fun one. This is even better. This is where the pain, I love this card. I wish it was more expensive, it did more. Test of Talents. Counter target instant or sorcery spell. Search its controller's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of the card with the same name of that card and exile them. That player shuffles, then draws card for each card exiled that way. Oh my goodness, guys. Ultimatum players, You want to play Ruinous Ultimatum, you want to play Emergent Ultimatum, guess what? Try to figure out your deck with no ultimatums in it anymore. Because I just exiled all of them. Oh yeah, you get to draw 3 or 4 more cards or whatever, but no. You're relying on one card to win the entire game for you? No. Not going to work, bud. This is pain, and we have 4 of them. Even mono red, if we're talking mono red, you want to cast burns and burns and burns and different stuff like that, recursion. No, I'm not going to let you. You're going to have to do better than that, man. That's a test of your talents right there. That's really what it does. That's why it's called that. Figure out how to play the rest of the game without that one trump card that you have. Plus, I have a little spicy bonus with this too. Feed the Swarm. My classic go-to removal, destroying any kind of enchantment and creature at the cost of life. That's fine. Mire Triton, a little bit of self-mill, death touch blocker. When he enters the battlefield, mill 2 cards. Absolutely. Devourer of Memory, one of the most underrated cards out there. Whenever one or more cards are put in your graveyard from the library, Devourer of Memory gets +1/+1 until the end of turn and can't be blocked. That is a 3/2 unblockable for 2 mana. So Mire Triton is a self-mill. We have a lot of self-mill, and he can self-mill himself. We're going to also have other kind of self-mill stuff in here too. He is very powerful, and he can just slip under the wire, and he's also a gross kind of slime creature made out of tentacles and spikes. So that's fun. Dream Strix. I actually really like this card. A 3/2 flying. When it becomes the target of a spell, sacrifice it. When it dies, you learn. So you pull something from your sideboard. So what I have here is I have Mercurial Transformation. Target non-land permanent loses all abilities. It becomes your choice of a blue frog with a 1/1 or a blue octopus with a 4/4. So if something's trying to kill you, like they're trying to use Elspeth's Nightmare, blue octopus with 4/4 will avoid that, won't it? And if they're trying to come in with that, Vorniclex, well, a 1/1 blue frog is not going to help either. So that's a good lesson. Environmental Sciences, a little bit of ramp, find you an extra mana card if you need one. And again, a little thing, Expanded Anatomy, +2/+2 in Vigilance, very good for your unblockables. And of course, we have 1 Introduction Annihilation, exile target non-land permanent, just in case. So, I always do that instead of clicking back. So that's why we have these flyers. We have a Dream Strix. And that's why the place is called Strixhaven, because that's where all the Strixes live. Oh my god, did I just break down some lore for you guys? I just did. I think I just broke down lore. Call the Death Dweller. Return up to 2 cards from the total mana value of 3 from a graveyard to the battlefield. Not super great because we don't have any 1s, but we have some decent 2s and 1s and 2s here. And we do need a little bit of recursion, so that's why we have him. Koma's Faithful. 3/1 lifelink. We are going to gain life, and it's also when it dies, we get that self-mill. Which is lovely too, which will charge up Devourer of Memory. Murderous Rider, creature, and of course, Planeswalker removal as an instant, and of course a 2/3 with a little bit of recursion when it dies. Underworld Dreams. Yes, Erebos lording over everyone and sucking their dreams out. Whenever an opponent draws a card, deal 1 damage to that player. I want to pair this is my goal. I want to pair Underworld Dreams with Test of Talents. Not only do I want to rip every good enchantment spell out of every good sorcery and instant spell out of your deck, I want to make you take damage every time you draw a card to replace it. I want to make you suffer, and I want to savor that suffering. So that's the trick with Underworld Dreams. Make them draw cards and then hurt them with it. Varragoth, Bloodsky Sire, a lovely demon, 2/3. And instead of Grim Tutor, he's kind of got a Grim Tutor built into him. So we can just search a card, so we can search our library for a card, shuffle it, and put it on top in case we need something. King Narfi's Betrayal, very cool. Each player mills 4 cards, then you may exile a creature card or a planeswalker. Until the end of turn, for 2 more turns, we may cast spells from among the exiled cards. And I may spend mana as if it was any mana to cast those spells. Absolutely pull something out of their deck, mill it, and then cast it for myself. Syr Konrad, oof, he's the capstone. He is the pinnacle. Legendary Human Knight, a little expensive, but he's worth it. Because everything from below this has been 3. Whenever a creature died or a creature is put into the graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, meaning mill from the top of your deck or from your hand, or a creature card leaves your graveyard, meaning it comes back to the battlefield, Syr Konrad Grims deals 1 damage to each opponent. Then he has a built-in self-mill, which means that he'll power Devourer of Memory, which means that he'll do all kind of crazy stuff. He's also a 5/4, which is pretty beefy. You can kill somebody just by self-milling yourself late game, just by making them lose life and lose life and lose life and draw cards. It's very fun. And then just for the heck of it, we have a Peer into the Abyss. With Underworld Dreams, this is an instant kill because they're going to have to draw half their deck, which is usually about, 20, 15 cards, which is going to do a ton of damage to them, especially if you have more than 1 Underworld Dreams out. And then they lose half their life and half their deck, and then they're going to take half damage again. So even if they're at 30 life, they're going to go down to 15 and then take 15 damage. It's going to be a hell of a thing. If you really need to find it, that's what Varragoth Bloodsky Sire is for. He'll help you dig it out. 5 islands, 10 swamps, 4 Clearwater Pathways, and 2 Fabled Passages. We're probably going to even those out a little bit. We definitely need plenty of double lands and double mana here in Fabled Passage to make sure we're getting the right distribution of mana, because Peer into the Abyss, Syr Konrad, and Underworld Dreams are all heavy on black, and it's very difficult to get those right. Here we are at 2 and 3, 2.8 average, solidly in mid-range. A little bit heavier on black, 21 creatures total, 6 instants, 6 sorceries, 5 enchantments, 22 lands total. Very, very good. Layout, it's a little slow, but you do have some early removal and counterspells to help slow them down. And here we have the alternate view, you guys. Get ready for it. Boof. We have 2, 3, 5, and 7. So really these are the late games. We're really living at 3, 2, and 3. That's really what we need to run the heart of the deck. These are kind of our finishing moves. All right, let's see if we can't get into a game and get some more interesting play and flavor on this one. Didn't have any really heavy removal, and couldn't stop some of those early plays. But that was like white aggro. That was like white aggro into like Gruel aggro, which is a very cool combo. I liked it. Not even mad. Hey, listen, if I lose to a good deck, man, I like it. I like losing to something fresh. Yeah, absolutely. I do not mind at all. Alright, let's do this. Ulamog backs, which isn't too encouraging. We have Orzhov, which I'm guessing probably Orzhov Clerics has been making a comeback, is always very good. I never got this thing. I've played on mobile, and I was never given it to me. It was never given to me. That is a little bit premature, my man. There's a lot other worse stuff that you need to worry about aside from that thing. So we have 2 counterspells here. We're gonna King Narfi Betray. Alright. Exile. I'm gonna exile Bozriket. Let's see what else he's got. Until the end of turn, I may pay. So I'm probably going to get him next turn. This turn, I have Test of Talents and Reject. So whatever he plays, I'm just going to kind of do that. And then we're going to self-mill again. So I want to shut down his next turn, whether it's a creature or whether it's a spell. If he plays an enchantment or an artifact, he's good. If not, he's going to get Bozried. Scrim Tutor. You don't need that anymore, my man. So that's his. In his hand, he has another one, so he doesn't need that. His library, he doesn't need that one. And his graveyard, he can keep the one in his graveyard. That's fine. But he doesn't need the rest of them. That's for suckers. Yep, that's what I call it, man. Pulling teeth. So we're going to do that. We're going to play Bozriket because we stole him. We're going to add counter to him, and then we're going to go in for 3. Pop. We still have reject, so in case he tries to play a creature, he might try to play a creature here, or he might play removal. He's got a heavy amount of removal there. But reject will exile a creature. Yeah, you don't need that creature. That's for suckers. I'm waiting for him to give up. That's what I'm waiting for. He's probably going to play removal or pacifism on. Yeah, I figured as much. Okay, so Dream Strix. And Dream Strix gets a 1/1 counter and becomes invincible. Okay.
I will guard your advance.
He's building back up. I've just been able to frustrate him lately. But yeah, people do give up a lot when you start just removing and destroying everything. When it comes to target of a spell, I get to learn. I am going to learn all about Material Transformation, Expanded Anatomy. I think I want to learn Environmental Sciences. I think that's what I want to learn. Cleared Blightfang, very nice. Okay, I'm going to put that down. I'm going to put Strix down. Underworld Dreams. And then we're going to go Invincible. So, if he doesn't damage him, I'm going to get his ult off. Which is going to be an issue for him. Tagrid, very nice. Very nice. Sacrifice a non-land permanent. It's going to be Mire Triton. Yes, sir. Witch. That wasn't very smart. Because now I'm going to kill it, and I'm going to learn again. What do we want here? We want... I don't think we need Environmental Sciences, Expanded Anatomy. Material Transformation, why not? Okay, so first of all, we're going to Bloodsky. And we're going to ult. And we're going to learn a little bit of Environmental Science here. We're going to draw another black mana. So now, in case we need, with Varragoth, we're going to search our deck for, Peer into the Abyss. So that wasn't, I stole that from him. That wasn't something that I put in the deck. I stole that with King Narfi's Betrayal. This has no white in it. I just robbed him, basically. So that's what that was about. So, lose 3 life, absolutely. On tap, he's going to hit me again. Right. Because I am going to lose 3 life, why not? Hot Tracks, hey, what's up, man? Yusuf Gruel just gifted you one, man. I like that. Alright, so what we're going to do, there's Feed the Swarm. We're going to come in hot here. He might give up at this point, because this is not looking good for home team. And then we're going to boast on ourselves. Okay. And then we are going to... What is he going to do? You got nothing, man. What are you trying to do? We're going to get our Peer into the Abyss out, which means that it's a guaranteed win next turn. Alright, what do we want? We want... where did it go? There it is. So basically, no matter what happens here, yeah, it's a fun combo. I haven't done it in a long time, but I figured I'd bring it back for this Dimir thing. End turn, Mercurial Transformation, pretty much, yeah, he's done anyways. Mascot Exhibition, I don't know why he has that. You don't have the mana for it right now. Discard a card. I'm going to discard Feed the Swarm. Okay. And he's going to hit. Alright. Hooded Blightfang. Very nice. Very nice. He's got nothing to do. We drop here into the Abyss. And I'm sorry, buddy. But the name of this deck is Sweet Suffering. I hate to do this on an original deck, man, but oof. It's not good news for you, man. F in the chat, guys, for Dragashi. He got the absolute runaround. So that's what the deck is. That's what the deck is supposed to do. It just bogs you down into absolute. I'm just ripping everything apart. It's just reaching it it's like reaching under the dashboard and just ripping out wires like crazy. Just nothing's gonna work. That's the plan, anyways. So he took it instead of conceded. That's a trooper. That's respect, man. Mad respect for that. This is a little weird, but I'll take it. Serpente 17. That one took a long time, too. He might have been playing on his phone. All right. So, there we go. Okay. Keep. Wow, this dude is taking a while. We might have another concede here tonight, guys. We need our black bear out. Really, we need our shadow cat. I don't know why I'm still using the bear. But we do need the black bear out. What is up, Yosef SA7? How you doing, man? We have another Yosef in here. We have Yusuf Gruel and Yosef SA7 too. How you doing? Wow. Okay. Oh, we found him. Okay. All right, we found him, guys. He's here. He's here. All right. Let's see if we can speed it up a little bit. You can speed up your draw if you hold a card out. Did you know that? Yeah. Cultivate. Okay, he's ramping. He's ramping, everybody. It's, whatever this is called, ramp. Golgari. Colossal Majesty. That was a weird choice. I'd like an even amount of blue, but I also want to put Underworld Dreams out. You know what? I'm gonna do blue. I got a lot of black in this. I don't see ultimatum because I don't think it's third color here. I don't see any wipes either. There's binding, which I imagined was going to come in. He's going to hit Devourer of Memory. Naturally, that's the worst one. So what we're going to do is, naturally, we're going to go ahead and bring back Devourer of Memory. But this time he's going to have Death Touch and Menace on him, because why not? Yeah, he's ramping to something. I think he's supposed to be ramping to big creatures, or I don't know. But with unblockables ready to go here, I don't think that Shadow's Verdict. Okay, so that's the exile. So that was the sweeper. That's fine. We're gonna put Shadow Dreams out, Underworld Dreams. Then we're gonna have him draw cards, and then we're gonna Konrad him. Maybe Vorinclex. I don't know. I don't know. I don't see a lot of stuff with counters on it. Konrad. Let's put Konrad out. Because even if he kills stuff, Konrad is going to do damage. And we've got him down so far that he just doesn't have enough card draw to, because he's at 4 life. So he just doesn't have enough cards to draw before he's dead. He's got to gain a lot of life. Cauldron's Gift. He's going to return it from, okay, so that's not it. Okay, so unclear what is happening here. I'm very confused. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I guess a bad hand. I suppose it's just a bad hand. But I mean, that was more than a bad hand. That was like, I guess a bad deck would be what you'd say, but I don't even want to say that. Oh man, you got to remind me, bro. You can't play it 20 minutes ago and then be like, yeah, you got to remind me. Hey, God's willing, very cool. All right, here it comes, man. Here it comes. Don't Ruffion, you got your Force Mulligan coming now. Which probably means I'm going to get a great, perfect, beautiful hand that I'll have to throw away for some garbage. Actually, this is pretty good. So, yeah. Against the Yorion, too. Let's see it go in the trash, shall we? That's not bad either, honestly. Oh, look at that. Hey. Oh, my God, man. The intimidation factor tonight. That counts, by the way, because I pressed the button without knowing that was going to happen. Everybody is hiding from my deck. I don't think it wants to match me with anybody, bro. Thunder Raptor, claim prize. I think the auto shufflers are just like, bro, we can't put people up against this deck. They're never gonna fucking play the game again. What's up, Cthulhu? Dimir, not rogues. Beautiful, and I don't have to mulligan it because I already did. Okay, so play that. We just have that ace in the hole there. Probably Gruel. Gruel ramp with some snow on it. Koma's Faithful is going to come out next. He might have some burn here. No, Devourer of Memory is definitely... Well, I'm going to do Koma's Faithful. I'm going to do Koma's Faithful and then hold on to Reject. And try to do Reject and Devourer of Memory at the same time if I get another blue. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's got to be some burn in there, so I figure that he's going to burn a little bit. The thing I like about Koma is that it mills me, which is good for me, but bad for you. So it mills everybody. Underrated card, really. Okay, perfect. So we're going to put down Devourer of Memory. And then we're going to have Reject ready to go. It is possible, yeah. That might be the possibility of Dimir backs. Cthulhu, I think you might be onto something, man. Honestly, I would say that probably does account for occasionally some scoopage. Demon Bolt, look at that. So what that's going to do, every player is going to mill 3 cards. That's good for me. That's bad for you. So let's see what we got here. You plan on playing a creature? Nope, he's just going to play burn. Okay. So if he's just going to play burn, we're going to Narfi it up. Ooh, who do we want? Who do we want? Who do we want? Gotta take Bone Crusher, man. Gotta take Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher Thugs in Harmony here. Alright, so we're going to do this. Unfortunately, I can never play Bone Crusher now because it requires red mana, which is funny. But hey. A little bit more black mana and we can get to Peer into the Abyss here. I don't scoop until you see the crab. That's a good idea, man. That's a good idea. The thing is crab scooping encourages crab players. That's the problem. Is that scooping whenever, so people just are like, oh, this is instant wins, it's automatic wins. Because if you're playing Dimir Rogues at this point, you don't really want to play Magic. Let's be honest, guys. You don't want to play Magic if you're playing Dimir Rogues at this point. You're not interested in that. And people are like, oh, but Dimir Rogues is good. Listen, man, that Dimir Rogues was when Zendikar came out. Okay? Oh, yeah, you don't need that, bud. You get rid of that. We don't need you doing that. Underworld Dreams, so we're almost there, guys. Oh, we needed that black mana, unfortunately. Good game. So he's good gaming me right now. He is good gaming me right now. I don't know. To me, Magic is like a deck building game. And if you're not building decks, then why are you playing this? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy, guys. That's just how I feel. Like, this game is for building decks. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. I think Big Bash said that. He was like, yeah, I was playing something for a long time, and I was really liking it. It worked really well. Then I realized I wasn't building decks. And if I'm not building decks, then why am I playing a deck building game? So, good point to him for that one. Underworld Dreams, if I can get a black mana here, Underworld Dreams is pretty much going to take care of him. Nope, Devourer of Memory, that's unblockable. Let's see how much burn he's got left. Let's see if he'll lose his Bone Crusher in Harmony. Oh yeah, God Hand. Yeah, I had that happen to me the other night. I had probably I want a top tier deck, and dude had just 3 crabs out and fucking hit Fabled Passages like immediately. He probably threw away let's see, it's 3 per. I don't even know how many cards he threw away. All right, my turn here. Devourer of Memory. Okay, so I'm going to show you the advantages of having unblockable creatures. It's this. It's that you don't have to deal with blockers. That's the advantage of unblockable creatures. He's looking at it and he's like, why can't I click? I can't click. So, boop, 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 mill. They all get bonuses. I wish they just got counters. That would be amazing. But unless he's got burn for all of them, he's done. Okay, there he goes. So, climbing up the ranks here, boys. Pretty powerful overall, Dimir. Pretty powerful overall. Let's keep it going. Hot Tracks. Speaking of coming in hot, going out hot. See ya, Hot Tracks. We'll talk to you later, man. Okay, pretty good hand. Green. Oh, disconnected for a second. Having an issue. Okay. Alright, that's better. Devourer of Memory. Uh-oh, everybody, it's Simic. Simic ramp. You also like what, Zyme? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So he's going to play 5. He's probably going to play Gargaroth. He wants a turn. Well, he could have had it last turn. If he wants 5, he likely wants Gargaroth. Ooh, Kogla. Okay. Very cool. We want Mercurial Transformation. I think I can pull this one around, especially with my counterspells ready to go. I think I can pull this one out. Let's see. Creature. Alright, yeah, you don't need that. That's for suckers. Shathade. Oh, he paid 3. Look at that. Good game. Good game. Yep. I'm having a bit of a mana issue right now. Alright, we'll see you, Yusuf. Having a bit of a mana issue. I'm going back down. I don't like that. I want another win. That's what I want. I want another win. The dash isn't silent. L.A. LA, LA, LA. I don't get it. All right. Gruel. I think I can deal with Gruel. I witch. Yeah, nobody's getting it, man. Nobody's getting it. Probably going to remove that. Ah, the Pest deck. There it is, guys. Blood Researcher. No attacks. Yeah, until Shadow's Verdict comes out. Then it's a problem. Hunt for Specimen. Very nice. Pest Summoning. Very nice. He's got those flyers out. Koma, okay. I don't have anything that I want to res right now. Koma, I want you to res. I don't want you to go in either. Blood Researcher gets a 1/1 counter for every, so we're gonna reject that. Let's see here. Bastion of Remembrance. That's going to hurt. I don't like that at all. I think I can get him, though. Oof. Yeah, that one hurt. Really needed him. Alright, so we're going to block him with that, and then we're going to hit the Pest deck. Who else do we need back? We need Koma's Faithful back. Oof. There he is, guys. So how much is that going to take out? Yeah, we have to take 6. Unfortunately. There's Devourer of Memory. Unfortunately, that's not enough damage. That is not enough damage, ladies and gentlemen. Very close there. Very, 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 very close, but 6 is not going to do it. Village Rites is going to sack 1. He's going to keep sacking. Yeah, there's the infinite sack loop. It is a little slow, but it is fun. Like I said, it's a hunter. It's absolutely a hunter. I really want another win, guys, so I'm going to go one more. All right, let's see if we can't close on a good note here and get this going. Yeah, this deck is slow. I know I do fast decks, but frankly, I was tired of doing fast decks. I just like to do something different every now and again. Like I said in the beginning, is this an A1 top tier, absolute fucking banger killer deck? No, probably not. But it's fun, and it's interesting and it's different, and that's really my goal. Average mana cost was 2.8, and that really has to do with being that really more has to do with throwing the skew off with Peer into the Abyss really f's up the cost because it's 7. Pretty much everything is a 2 or 3. Yeah, 2.8 is not extremely slow. Is not like, it's not a 3-5, and without that it would probably be more like a 2-3 or a 2-4. Yeah, it could use a little bit of refinement here, but right now we're getting somebody who isn't playing very quickly. So let's see what happens. All right, he's frozen. Very nice. Wonderful, wonderful frozen guy here. Really respecting my time playing this game. Ah, there we go. We're doing it big. I streamed for the first time in months tonight, and you're grinding it out here nightly. Decline. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate somebody that appreciates my effort. So, milling, mill myself. I think probably Ghostly Pilferer doesn't need to belong in here, really. I don't think he does very much. Tested Talents, let's see. You know what I want to catch with Tested Talents? I want to catch Cultivate. Let's see, he might have a wipe right there. And a Ward Leader, no, he doesn't. Alright, mine. Decline. That is useful later in the game. But we're going to play that. And then we're going to discard a card, which is going to be Mire Triton. And then we're going to go in with that and that. When I think about you, I mill myself. Oh, I don't want anybody else. When I think about you, I mill myself. Yeah, man. You know I'm down with the Divinals. Let's see what he's got here. I'm going to test his talents. He's coming in. I'm going to let him too. I got life. Warhorn Blast. I don't even know what it does. Opponent's Library. Yeah, you don't need another one of them. Opponent's Graveyard. You can keep the one in your graveyard. No more in your hand. See, also, don't forget what this does. I can just look through his library, bro. I can just look at every single card in his library. Look at that. I can just scan through. Look at all this stuff he's got. Okay, and I can look at his hand too. Oh, look, Flaxen Intruder, Harmonious Archon. Okay, and he doesn't need the other one in his library. So now that I have that reject, he pretty much isn't going to get another creature out. And he's probably going to, yeah, people don't realize that. Like, it does a lot. So you counter the spell, remove it, and then you get to search through their whole deck and figure out what their whole thing is. Like, it's ridiculously powerful. Like, that's absurd how powerful that is. Flaxen Intruder. Okay, he's going to play that. Probably not going to help, but alright. Decline. I want to be able to play stuff. Okay, Feed the Swarm. He has 11 life, so that's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. If I hit it off. Yeah, I gotta hit it off. And then I'm gonna reject anything he tries to play, and he's gonna be done. I love Puffin Forest. I warned you. Oh my god, I love Puffin Forest. That is my favorite one. I've watched that one so many times. The one talking about how they lost the game, but they didn't really. Oh, you never saw that one about how his players accidentally lost the game, but ended up they didn't kill him. Not a Sararak, but the yeah, he's about to get mad, bro. Yeah, good game, man. Good game, man. I know you wanted that Archon to save you, but he had to go. He had to go, man. Auto pay. And the butchery begins. There we go. Deny them everything and take what is left. That's the plan. Alright, guys. I've been going at it for hammer and tongs for a while there. Puffin Forest, check out the one where his players lose the final game and they have like a sword of warning. And anytime anything bad happens, it basically just says, I warned you. It's really funny. Very, very, very funny stuff. All right, so, of course, the word of the day is going to be, what is the word of the day going to be? Is cancel. Yes. And until next time, guys, I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. I had fun with this one. I think we're at a pretty decent win rate overall. I don't know for certain, but I think it's probably doing okay. It's a little slow, probably needs a little adjustment. But I think it's a fun one, guys. Definitely an interesting one to play. And definitely an interesting one to run. Just something different, just something crazy, you know, just something that's changes it up, as it were. I can't even remember what the hell this is called. What is this called? It's called Sweet Suffering. Export it. Okay, so we are running Sweet Suffering. I can't even find it on the list. Can't even find it on my list here. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there, folks. I think it's fun. I had fun with it. I loved punishing people with it. And I love hunting down meta decks and taking them out. So, until next time, I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye-bye.